You have walked through moments that even time itself hesitates to recall. Yet here you are, carrying the invisible weight of memories that others cannot see. That mark, yes, that quiet scar etched into your soul, was never meant to break you. It was a sign, written by hands unseen, guiding you through shadows towards something greater. Celestial messengers have watched you, not with pity, but with profound reverence. For every tear you've shed has become a prayer rising like incense to the heavens. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. Type "The love I seek is seeking me too." There is a story within you, unfinished, powerful, sacred. One that traces its roots through the pain of the past and reaches into the light of a future not yet written. Someone, too, walks this earth marked by sorrow and bound to you by threads unseen. A destined love, hidden within the folds of mystery and time. That scar, it holds more than pain. It holds purpose. Somewhere between the moments you remember and the ones you've forgotten, something sacred was placed in your path. Not by chance, not by accident, but by divine design. You have felt it, an invisible thread tugging gently at your spirit, a quiet resonance when certain memories surface, or when a stranger's gaze lingers just a second too long. Comment: I'm entering a season of answered prayers. This scar, though hidden from most, responds like a key in a lock whenever the truth comes near. It awakens not pain, but recognition. As though a part of your soul remembers something your mind cannot yet reach. A meeting, perhaps, never fully lived. A vow whispered across lifetimes. There exists another, marked not only by wounds but by silence. Someone who has carried a history parallel to yours, walking paths that echoed yours without ever crossing until now. Their past, like yours, is wrapped in symbols only the heart can read. Words never spoken, but somehow known. Glimpses in dreams, feelings without faces. This isn't mere fate, it's orchestration. And that scar, that quiet mark on your journey, is not just a trace of pain, it's a map. A celestial imprint left to guide you toward the parts of yourself you forgot, and toward someone who, without knowing why, has been waiting. Say, I believe in divine timing, not delays. Not everything needs to be understood with the mind. Some truths are woven into the soul itself, and they unfold not with logic, but through presence, through faith. Look deeper into that which you once tried to forget. It is precisely where your guidance begins. Long ago, when time was not measured by clocks, but by choices made in silence, something was set into motion. A soul cried out for healing, for reunion, for truth, and the heavens answered not with thunder, but with an arrangement only the divine could compose. Type, I am open to the love that is already mine. You were not alone in that moment, though you could not see the other. Somewhere far away, yet deeply bound to you, another soul made the same silent vow. To find what was lost, to mend what was broken, and to recognize you, not by sight, but by a knowing that lives beyond memory. The scar did not appear overnight. It formed through countless encounters, some tender, some shattering. It was shaped by words withheld, by paths not taken, and by love that waited in the shadows, patient yet unwavering. You wore it not as punishment, but as a seal, a mark to remind the universe that your story was not yet done. Type, true love is finding its way to me, on a day like any other, your paths nearly crossed. A chance encounter, a gaze held longer than it should have been. But the moment passed, as if guarded by something greater. You both continued walking, unaware that the meeting had already occurred in a realm where time cannot divide. Since then, Echoes have followed. Dreams laced with unfamiliar warmth, déjà vu that leaves the heart racing without cause. A name that seems familiar, though never spoken aloud. These are not coincidences. They are the divine breadcrumbs leading you toward a truth that lives beneath the surface of your everyday life. Some wounds are not to be healed, but to be honored. This one, especially, because within it lies a door one only opened when two souls are ready to remember. Not just who they are, but why they were ever separated to begin with. Type God is aligning me with the love I deserve soon. You will notice it the way certain moments begin to feel too precise to be random. A book falling open to a page that speaks directly to your heart. A phrase spoken by a stranger that mirrors your deepest thought. A symbol, once meaningless, suddenly appearing again and again like a message waiting to be understood. These signs are not placed to confuse you. They are invitations. Quiet confirmations from realms unseen, guiding you with care. And each one brings you closer to something that was never truly lost, only hidden, waiting for your soul to be ready. Type, I believe in the love God has planned for me. As your steps carry you forward, the air around you may feel subtly charged, as though memory and destiny have started to recognize each other. In dreams, you might catch glimpses, a hand reaching out, eyes that feel achingly familiar, words not spoken but understood. These are not fabrications. They are echoes of a bond formed before this lifetime began. This story you carry is not yours alone. It was always meant to unfold alongside another. A heart marked by trials different from yours, yet mysteriously connected. You were meant to meet, not once but many times. In small glances, in missed chances, in almosts that whispered of something greater. Now, the veil begins to thin. What once felt distant draws near. The scar that seemed like a reminder of sorrow now pulses with a quiet knowing. Something sacred approaches, an encounter, perhaps, or a revelation, that will reawaken a part of you that never stopped waiting. Remain present. Stay open. Let your soul respond when it hears what it has been longing for all this time. Because when the moment arrives, it will not shout. It will whisper. And in that whisper, everything will begin to make sense. But such a path is never walked without weight. What awaits you is not only beauty, it is truth. And truth often arrives with questions that unsettle, with memories you thought you had buried, with decisions that demand more than you once believed you could give. The encounter with destiny is not always gentle. It may unravel parts of you you thought were healed. It may awaken doubts, fears, even resistance. You might be tempted to turn away, to explain it as coincidence, to label the pull you feel as imagination. But the scar remembers. It is patient, and it will continue to echo through moments of quiet reflection, through meetings that feel like mirrors, through time that bends around certain names. There will be days when the heart wants to rush forward, convinced that the answers lie just ahead. And there will be nights when it retreats, afraid of being seen, afraid of being known too deeply. This is part of the sacred unfolding. Growth often demands the courage to remain when nothing is certain. Not every step will bring clarity. Some may feel like detours, others like endings. But each one holds purpose. Even confusion carries meaning when viewed through the lens of divine timing. You are not lost, you are being realigned. Gently, deliberately. The one whose story threads with yours may carry pain they have not yet spoken aloud. They may carry doubts, scars, and promises forgotten by the mind but not by the soul. And when you meet, truly meet, not just with the eyes, but with the heart and the knowing within, it will not be like a beginning. It will feel like remembering. The journey is sacred, yes, but it is also demanding. It asks for presence, for forgiveness, for patience, not only with others, but with yourself. And through it all, the scar remains a reminder, a compass, and a vow. To carry such a connection is no ordinary thing. You are among those chosen to walk a path lit not by logic, but by divine resonance. This is not mere chance, this is grace. Few are called to recognize the markings of their soul mirrored in another, and even fewer are prepared to embrace what it means. You have been entrusted with a thread woven by higher hands. And though you may have doubted your worth, though the path has tested your strength and your faith, you were never abandoned. Each trial refined you. Each fall taught you how to rise with more clarity, more softness, more truth. What you carry within is the result of lifetimes of sacred becoming. You are blessed not because the journey is easy, but because it is real. Because every piece of your experience, even the ones that once brought sorrow, is now being used to complete a story that never truly ended. This is the reward of endurance, of trusting what could not be seen, of staying open when it was easier to close. There are souls who wander their entire lives searching for this kind of bond, one born not only of affection, but of ancient knowing. You carry the light of that bond already, whether or not you've met its reflection in the world. And when it comes into view, when destiny finally draws the veil aside, you will understand why no other path ever felt complete. What you are stepping into is sacred ground. Not all will understand it. Some will question, others may doubt. But the blessing is not meant for all eyes. It was always meant for yours. It is your heart that was chosen to awaken. It is your soul that was whispered to in dreams. And now, the time comes to remember not just who you are, but what you are here to reclaim. And now, as the final pieces of your journey begin to fall into place, know this: you are never alone in what lies ahead. You are wrapped in a fabric woven from past lives, unseen forces, and the eternal dance of fate. The mark you carry, this mysterious scar, is not a burden, but a key. It unlocks doors you did not even know existed, doors leading to deeper understanding, to the truth that lives beneath the surface of the everyday. What you are about to discover is not just about love, it is about union. It is about reconnecting with what was once separated, reuniting with the essence of who you truly are. This bond, this connection, is not forged in the world of appearances. It is something older, something more profound, and it transcends the limitations of time and space. As the threads of your destiny intertwine with another's, you will see that no experience was wasted, no hardship without purpose. Every chapter of your life has been a preparation for this moment of reckoning, this moment where you step fully into your power, into the truth of your being. The road may not always be clear, and yet it will always be true. Trust that everything has led you here. Every scar, every joy, every tear, and every whisper of your soul has brought you to this point. It is time now to claim what is rightfully yours. The love you seek, the answers you long for, and the fulfillment you have dreamed of, they have all been waiting for you. It is not by accident that you stand here, at the threshold of this revelation. The universe has conspired, and it is your time to embrace your destiny.